remember I'm in the back seat with Alan Hawka.
So you know that we're one of the cars around there, Bill?
Yes, to land this Mr. Walter Gretzky. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm thrilled standing beside you.
Wow. Take two. Just go ahead and hinge me. Go on now. They're crafted twin 48-foot wooden schooners, the traditional kind. Hey everybody, I'm Stephanie Beaumont. Welcome to CNBC for part 2 of our show from East Coast Music Week 2015 in St. John's, Newfoundland. With 5 days of festivals, hundreds of artists, and tons of gigs to get to, we're doing our best to feature all the fun. Just like in part 1, we'll have great chats with award winners and new artists, take you to the concerts, and get you in on all the ECMA action. Plus, we'll have the remaining letter clues in our TV Free Stuff prize pack. Remember to keep your eyes peeled for the pop-ups, as those winning ECMAers will be bringing with them the letters you'll need to win the artist-signed CNBC t-shirt. East Coast Music Week is a lot of fun, to be sure, but in addition to passing out the hardware and performing up a storm, there's a whole lot of business going on. Matter of fact, there's a room full of folks who have traveled to the City of Champions with the hopes of scooping up some ECMA talent to take with them. We caught up to International Export Manager Shelley Nordstrom to get the scoop on who's in the house.
Well, in the room today, we probably have over 100 international and Canadian delegates that are here to buy East Coast music and hopefully export it into the different countries.
So that's the wheelin' and dealin' room, right?
And in that room, there's booking agents, festivals, promoters, music supervisors, digital experts. So yeah, we're very, very fortunate. It's kind of funny because when the program started, in 2002, we had 13 delegates. Now we're up to 113 delegates. So there's a value now for all of these people to come to ECMA and see the great talent that we have here.
Yeah. Well, one artist whose talents have taken him around the globe and back is Bear River PEI native Tim Chasen. Such a success, in fact, his newest project, Lost in Light, was released down under before it was released here at home. We caught up to Tim backstage between sets to tell him how much we loved his latest release.
Oh,
are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy to have it out and to have been touring it too. It's great.
Okay, and now here's the thing. He's an international superstar because you're much beloved in Australia, right?
I don't know about that, but I've been I've been having fun down there, and just finished another tour there, and it went great. And heading back down at the end of the year, hopefully. So
you're a jet setter.
Oh,
Is that fair to say?
I'm trying, yeah.
Okay, and I have to congratulate you on your nomination for Music PEI Producer of the Year. So you're expanding your portfolio.
Yeah, that was cool. Like Amy and Rachel back from PEI were looking for a producer for their new record, and they approached me about doing it, and I was like totally up for doing it. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I loved it. It was just nice to be on the other side of the coin in the studio, and I love how it turned out too. They're great girls and very talented, so it was easy. But
And what about the East Pointers now? Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
because I know you're like, I need a break. But
yeah, no. East Pointers have been we kind of just started it for fun about a year ago, and then it just totally, it's just as busy as my schedule for this spring and summer. We're going to the UK in June, and then we're playing a lot of great summer festivals, and I can't complain.
Cool. I tell you, the best part is that you got a bit of a break, right? I saw you tweeted a nice picture with you and your beloved. You had a great time. Where were you then?
We were in Thailand.
Wow.
For 2 weeks, and it was pretty amazing.
I tell you what else is amazing, the lineup for the live David Miles East Coast Music Hour. You can tune into CBC Radio every weekend to hear the Fredericton-born, Halifax-based boy play host to the who's who of the Atlantic Canadian music scene. And for ECMA Week, he brought the show to life on the Holy Heart Theatre stage.
Hello, St. John's. Nice to see you all, and welcome to the East Coast Music Hour.
Like those radio shows of old, featuring live performances from artists of every genre and every East Coast province. A crazy talented lineup, including hometown girl Brianna Goss, who really held her own despite being flanked by such an experienced crew.
From your head to your toes, just wanna make you laugh.
Oh, it was so cool. It's really fun, but when I got here this morning for rehearsals, I'm sort of like the baby, I guess, of the group. I'm young. I am only 20, which is, young for some people, but old to me. It's the longest I've been alive.
And I'm ancient.
But it was a little intimidating because some of these musicians I actually listened to as a fan, like outside of working with them. So it was a little scary, but really fun because they're such great people and so talented. And David Miles is fantastic as well. So it's been fun.
You were a perfect addition to the collection up there, and we wish you all the very best. Hopefully you'll come on the show again.
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you.
You'll find the East Coast Music Hour with David Miles concert from Holy Heart Theatre in St. John's in the audio archives at music.cbc.ca/East Coast Music Hour. Still ahead on CNBC, we'll play How Well Do You Know Your Band with new group Port Cities. If one of you had to be elected Prime Minister, who would you most like to lead the country? Of the three of you now. We'll also learn how in-flight safety landed WWE superstar Edge for their music video. And we'll connect with Mo Kenny amidst the ECMA mayhem. Okay, now watch out, bar coming through. As long as you're stocked, wheel it through.
Yeah.
That's all right. You come on through. This is ECMA's.
This is perfect timing.
This is in the moment.
Perfect timing.
Right? What do you want? I'll get you whatever you want.
Yeah, make me a Caesar, would you?
Oh my God, I could go for a Caesar. All right, but we digress. Yeah. Okay, so. Well, one lady who's got plenty to toast to these days is the amazing Megan Smith, including her much celebrated latest release, Have a Heart, the title track for which just won the ECMA for Video of the Year. And more than anything, her baby boy River, who debuted on the planet last fall. After loving her music for so long, what a pleasure it was to catch up with her for the first time ever here at ECMA Week. Fresh as a daisy and a new mommy. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Smith, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You look gorgeous.
That's so nice of you to say.
I'm not
I'm
kidding.
so tired.
Come on, you look great. And what's being a mom like?
It's really crazy. It's so fun and it's so bonkers.
Yeah.
I feel, yeah. My baby doesn't sleep. He's up every 2 hours for a party.
Right.
So it's kind of like I'm
You're
at
on
the
call.
ECMA's partying and drinking. He's drinking a lot, not of booze, of milk, but I'm like really tired.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
You
It's
look
fun.
great. Okay,
It's sweet.
and you sound great all the time, but I have to stop you and talk to you just for a smidge about your art, which is wonderful.
Thank you.
And now, when do you are you finding any time to do that?
I have
days?
like an hour or two a day, which I used to just work, from like 8 in the morning till like 1 in the morning. So that's a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a workaholic, and my focus is. It's funny. Like before I had my son, I thought like I'll just like set him in the corner with like some toys and some water. He'll be fine. But now I realize that's not how it works. So I have to try and set aside time. And my husband is really supportive too.
Yeah.
So in the evenings and like walks, and sometimes I get a couple hours in the morning to work on stuff.
You can find Megan's marvelous mini paintings at meganmakes.blogspot.ca. Sign up for her Mini Art Connoisseurs Club and stay tuned for her first ever mini art show print collection coming this summer. In the meantime, the Halifax-based artist is happy hanging out in St. John's with her fellow ECMA members.
It's awesome. Like whenever I'm shy and nervous to perform all the time, and I get like serious anxiety about it. And then I come here and I'm like, I walk through the hall and I see Charlie Acord and David Miles and like I don't know,
It's
like
Hugapalooza.
Mo Kenny and and I'm like my friends. These are all my friends, and it's it just feels like a giant like summer camp or something. It's really fun to see everybody and get to see them perform too, because as a performer, and like they'll attest to it, you don't get a lot of time to go out and see other people all the time. So it's really nice to be here and just be able to see like everyone on my list all in one showcase. It's great.
Ah, so great indeed. Time to take our first break on CNBC, but when we return, we'll talk touring with Ennis, unlock the secrets, and discover the truth about video production with the Trues. We'll be right back. Welcome back to CNBC. We're in St. John's for East Coast Music Week 2015. One look at the event guide and you'll discover it's 5 days full of wall-to-wall talent, with many of the ECMA artists doing back-to-back concerts day after day. You might say gigging while the going is good and the crowds are great. We were so happy to catch NL-born sisters Maureen and Karen Ennis at 2 of their many shows this week, and it's always a delight.
Wondering Across the pages, the proof of the past, and why salt water runs through these veins. The music has taken me around the world. There are thousands of miles in these songs. And though every town has its beauty and charm, there is only one place I've been born. Oh, Newfoundland, I know that you'll always be home to me.
I can't think of a time I'm more happy than when I'm standing beside the gorgeous Ennis sisters. How are you?
When we're standing next to
Look,
you.
I'll pay you later. But I'll tell you what, I was just in that room, and it's like a pin drop you could hear when you're singing, and everyone's so moved. What's that like?
Well, we're just sort of in the zone, so I don't know. I think that we did okay.
Oh my gosh, you did
I think
great.
it went okay.
But you know what it is? For them, it's like, it happens all the time. But for us as an audience, it's just so, and I mean, I've heard the songs before, but it's like every time you sing them with such emotion.
Well, Maureen is amazing at telling a story when she sings. No, she is though. And I'm just amazing at being a goofball. And you know, there's a good balance of serious but we absolutely love doing this. Our first ECMA was 1998, if you can believe it or not. So we've been a part
You were just out of diapers.
We were just out of diapers. But we've been doing this now since then, and we haven't missed a whole lot. And every year, I mean, the talent that comes out of here, you're just awestruck and you're inspired. Every year you're inspired to get out and do more and do better and to collaborate, and you know, that's what this is all about, right? Yeah.
Well, now you're performing in there for a bunch of people from everywhere in the world, and you've been all over the world. So talk to me about what the ECMAs as an association has done in terms of your careers and getting you out there.
Well, it's given us opportunities like this.
Right.
I mean, to be able to get in front of a room full of people, and you know, Australia and all Europe, and I mean, the United States. It's just all in one room, and to give us 20 minutes to stand in front of those people and do what we do, it's pretty incredible, you know.
Well, and then like you were saying, the opportunities that come out of that, it's because of these events that we have seen the world. And
That's right. It's exactly why. Yeah.
And so
You're good travelers. Now I'm just imagining.
You know, about on a third week, living out of a suitcase sometimes might get a little on your nerves.
More might be a little dramatic at times when we're traveling.
But usually, like, as soon as I get home and you reset and go again, I start to get the itch.
Oh, do you?
You know, you want to go. This is all I've known since I've been about, I don't know, 16 or 17. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is just my life, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I got to tell you something. The other thing I wouldn't trade is being here in St. John.
It's beautiful.
Because everybody's having such a great time.
Yeah.
What's it like to have it at home?
Well, you feel a sense of pride because you're seeing all these people come in here, some people for the first time, and enjoying the hospitality and the music and just everything. So you just feel so proud that everybody gets to come here and experience our beautiful province.
Home then and on the road again. Well, actually, the high seas, as Ennis has a week's worth of shows aboard the Joni Madden Folk and Irish Cruise planned this May. They'll travel from Florida to the Caribbean and then back to dry land for a summer filled with festival dates here on the East Coast, throughout Canada and the U.S. too. Be sure to visit ennismusic.com for an up-to-date list of scheduled shows. Well, I'll tell you one band that's had a crazy busy year of touring. That's the Trews, capping off their 10th anniversary year here in St. John's with the ECMA Award for Rock Recording of the Year. You'll find a full-length interview with the fellas at cmbc.com, during which we talked about everything from life on the road to their amazing fans. We also talked about the many hazards of making their music videos, including their latest, What's Fair is Fair. Talk to me about the parking garage. I was afraid for you at some points in that video. What was that like?
Garage? It wasn't a parking garage.
Where
it was
were
an
you?
Abandoned building on the east side of Toronto. It was
Were you at any time in danger?
brewery or something like that, or was it like a sugar refinery place? I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was an old factory.
Yeah, it was an
I
old
think they did sugar or something
Yeah, it was
there.
like an old factory, and yeah, it was our a guy we've worked with a lot over the years. A guy named Drew Lightfoot, really great video director, but he always kind of puts us in like precarious situations. Yeah, like when we did the Hope and Ruin video, he had me walking along the rocks like in January out in Cole Harbor, and I was
That's
walking.
a great video. I love that video.
But like I'm walking along these really slippery rocks, and it was dangerous. And then this time around, he's like shooting pyrotechnics at our face, and that's why we had to wear sunglasses in the video. We weren't trying to like. Yeah, we just had. It was like necessary
we weren't
because.
pulling a Corey Hart. Yeah, they were safety glasses. Yeah. First time we worked with Drew was on Hold Me in Your Arms, and he used the whole budget and bought explosives with it, and he said, I have enough explosives for 3 takes, so we got to get it right. So we rehearsed all day and then just shot 3 of them, and the third one is the video, because then we ran out of things to explode. But we were literally running in between explosions, like all around behind the camera and everything. So we're like, oh, this guy Drew, he likes to take chances. And the next time we work with him, he puts Colin out in January in, Peggy's Cove or Cole Harbor, somewhere out climbing the rocks. And
it was in
treacherous
both.
waves. Yeah. And then this third time, he's like, okay, so we're going to do another video. This time I'm going to shoot fireworks at you guys from the camera. We're like, Drew, I love you, but
10 years.
you're fired.
What a ride.
Actually, I love the video. He's a great director, very talented guy.
You can say that again. In addition to his work with the Trews, Mr. Lightfoot's directed ECMA artists like Jen Grant, Matt Mays, and In-Flight Safety. Speaking of In-Flight Safety, we caught up with lead singer John Mullane, fresh off his group's win for Album of the Year, to talk about their truly cool video for Destroy. It was filmed entirely on the Halifax soundstage of the sci-fi showcase hit Haven, and comes complete with a cast member cameo by none other than the Chief of Police himself, Dwight Hendrickson, played by WWE superstar Edge.
Adam was very good about wanting to come and being part of it. As a friend of ours from the show, Adam Copeland, and he wanted to do a cameo, and so we got him in to come at the end.
Okay, very good. And here's the other side of it too, because you've been on this show without really ever knowing it, because I played when you played the Shore Club.
We're so blessed to have so many fans over at that show, and I think that came organically from it being based in Chester, and then us having friends working on the crew, and then Emily and Lucas and my friend Andrew Stretch, who's a camera assistant. We jammed a lot over those seasons, so like we would play guitar together, and I got to know Emily and Lucas from that, and then of course Adam and Eric and stuff. So the principal cast is so great, so nice, and then we all became friends. They're also very popular people, so it's pretty good for us, and it was an organic relationship, and Emily and Lucas became big fans of the band, and Adam as well, and they're very good about promoting our stuff, which is good because they have about 1 million more followers than us on various social media, so we really appreciate all that, and that was a very organic thing that in light of the tax credits being axed, really worries me, because that all happened organically for us, and it's a relationship we really lean on and continue to lean on. It's been huge for us.
Oh, it's huge for us too. You can find out more about Screen Nova Scotia and their efforts on our site. Plus, you'll find a link to the Nova Scotia Film Jobs Rally, where John performed in support of the effort. One more music video to mention comes courtesy of ECMA Country Artist nominees, The Secrets. After a ton of live dates, including opening for Tim McGraw to a sold-out Mile 1 crowd, and taking home the Music NL Award for Country Album of the Year, the talents of Newfoundland natives Carla Pilgrim, Terry Lynn Eddy, and Renee Batten are anything but a secret. It's their music video for Big Time that caught our eye. So marvelous to have captured the magic of the moment.
Take to the stage, under the lights, our moment to shine.
The girls had never been to Nashville before, and we were so excited to be there and record an album. It was a dream. Any country band or country music lover, musician, that's their dream is Nashville, right? That's the ultimate. So we had a couple of friends with us, and our producer was with us. So we shot lots of footage while we were down there, and that was the plan to put and the song was wrote with the idea of us going to Nashville, right, to do the album, and it kind of talks about, in a way, it's for us, it's the big time, which is the title of the song.
Yes, that's right.
So it all
and
fit
I love
very
your
well.
enthusiasm
I mean, it was great. I knew you weren't acting, but you could be actresses. I'm not saying you could.
We were just so emotionally
it was
amazing. I just can't describe the feeling it was just to be down there. So it was nice to have the camera capture those moments as well.
So great to have met up with those ladies. For more on the trio, visit thesecrets.ca. And we've got plenty more meeting and greeting still to come on CNBC. Plus, we'll play How Well Do You Know Your Band with Port Cities, and we'll give you the remaining letter clue in our TV Free Stuff giveaway. We'll be right back. Welcome to our first ever edition of How Well Do You Know Your Band? Today's contestants hail from the beautiful province of Nova Scotia, a trio of singers, songwriters, and friends who worked solo and just recently said, hey, what the heck, let's form a band. They're Port Cities. Time now to meet the members.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carlton Stone, the lovely and talented Bria McKinnon, and the oh-so-dreamy Dylan Guthrow. Playing today, how do you feel?
Great.
All right, very good. And we're going to take you through the rules right now. It's like this. I'm going to ask each of these people, actually all together, a series of questions, the answer to which is one of the bandmates' names. And it will become very evident how well they know their bandmates. Here we go. Question number 1. Who is the most romantic? Who is the most romantic? Please reveal your answers. Oh, wow. All right. So, not true?
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Very good. All right. Question number 2. When placing a meal order, who's the most high maintenance? Please reveal your answers. Oh, it's unanimous. Mr. Stone, ladies and gentlemen. All right, very good, very good. When it comes time for gig time, who shows up on time the most? Please reveal your answers. Oh, very good. The lady keeps them in line, let's be clear.
Anyone but me.
Of the three of you, who would you say is the bossiest? Who is the bossiest? Sometimes a good thing, not always. Please reveal your answers. Oh, God. Well, at least you guys are getting along. That's Bossy Pants, a subtitle. Now, see, that's. Can you get a close up of that? Oh my God. If one of you had to be elected Prime Minister, who would you most like to lead the country? Of the three of you now, who would you like to lead the country? Please reveal your answers. Oh my God! Okay. I love you guys. There's zero disparity, and they sound in perfect harmony on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Port Cities. All right.
Oh, they're great sports indeed. Thanks again to Bria McKinnon, Dylan Guthrow, and Carlton Stone for playing our game. You can find our feature interview with Port Cities at cnbc.com, and we should also take a minute to salute Mr. Stone, whose CD Draws Blood took home the 2015 ECMA Award for Solo Recording of the Year. They really are a talented lot of kindred spirits who, as it happens, all connected at the Gordy Samson Song Camp in Ingonish, Cape Breton. Now, if you're an aspiring songwriter, I highly recommend it. You can find out more by visiting GordySamsonSongCamp.com. I also highly recommend meeting Gordy's mom, Flo Samson. In addition to being an acclaimed musician and a music educator of countless successful students, she's an ECMA winner of the highest honor, taking home the Stompin' Tom Connors Award just last year. Find her during ECMA week and you're bound to experience the coolest jam session around.
Hello, Samson. How are you?
I'm fine, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm great. It's good to see you. And first, I have to congratulate you because we put your big honor up on the site, and that is so great that you're recognized accordingly?
It was a shocker, I'll tell you, but I really, really appreciated it. I really did. For them to give me that honor and to try to support the younger people coming up, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful.
To be a part of this East Coast music fabric, it's got to be inspiring.
Very much so. You get on a little high before you get here, and you're on that high when you go home for a very long time. It's the music that gives you that natural feeling of, you know, of what you're worth and what you can send out to the youth, especially to make them comfortable and confident in doing what it is we always did.
Yeah. And you do it now. You just tell, was I right with the numbers there? You start playing at 11 and you
Yes.
go till when?
Oh, tonight, probably in the restaurant. I start around 11. I'll go till 3 or 4 in the morning.
See? I mean, it's really party central. If you can find where this lady is at any ECMAs, that's where it's happening.
I
Am
hope
right?
so. I hope so, yes.
All right, very good. Now we have to just say before we let you go, next year the ECMAs will be on your home island. And what's that going to be like for everybody?
It's going to be so exciting. The hype has already started in Sydney, and we're having meetings all the time about where we want everything to be, and we want everybody to come, and we want everybody to be very comfortable, and especially people from Newfoundland. We'd like to share and give back what they're giving us this weekend.
Oh, very
Beautiful.
good. Well, again, it's an honor to have you on the show, and
Thank you,
thanks so
Steph.
much for making the time.
Thank you so much.
Well, we've got time for one mo guest on the show. Get it? One mo? Nah, never mind. It was very cool to finally connect with Mo Kenny, this year's winner of Pop Recording of the Year for her album In My Dreams, produced by none other than the 2015 Producer of the Year, Joel Plaskett. Well, Joel and Mo have become great friends and collaborators over the year, and now they're taking that amazing chemistry on the road.
I'm going to be supporting Joel with my band this time, so I won't just be solo. And I'm going to get up on stage with him during his sets and then play and sing with him too, which will be awesome. So it'll kind of be like a whole like cohesive sort of
And
thing.
what kind of, where across country? Is it
Yeah, across Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're doing a little run around the Maritimes.
take a bus?
Joel's got a van, like a proper van. I'll be taking a minivan.
And like a convoy.
Yeah,
Is that
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
We'll alert security now, right?
Yeah.
National security.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Are you documenting it for the road? Because Joel's very good about the whole video.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'll definitely I'll be documenting.
Maybe
Twitter,
I could
Instagram,
trail
you know. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can
Right,
join the
let's see.
convoy.
I like it. You'd be like, we need somebody to get her off our tail, right?
Maybe I'll have to hire a bodyguard.
You can watch this show and all the other great Community One programming anytime you want. Simply click the On Demand button on your Bell Alliant Fiber Op TV remote and follow the steps on your screen. Now it's time for you to get in on the winning. We've got that one-of-a-kind ECMA artist signed CNBC t-shirt on the line. We've revealed all our pop-up letter clues. Now all you have to do is unscramble them to solve the secret word puzzle. Once you know it, hit the website at cnbc.com, click on the TV Free Stuff button, and submit your answer. And while you're there, check out our extended interviews and exclusive features with the fine folks featured in this double ECMA Week episode. We're always celebrating amazing Atlantic Canadians.
Well, that's going to do it for East Coast Music Week. What a time we've had in St. John's. We'll look forward to seeing you next year in Sydney, Cape Breton. I'm Stephanie Beaumont. See you next time on CNBC.